People often ask, who is Structura for? Who benefits from the modalities that we have to offer? Yes, it absolutely is for the athlete that's performing at a high level, or just the weekend warrior that's going out there. But also people that are in pain, that can't move, that are having difficulty standing and walking. So the whole range, from relaxation, therapeutic massage, to the performing athlete, to those that are in pain, discomfort, and just have a decreased range of motion. The 10 sessions of structural integration are a system or pattern where we are systematically working through the body, basically from foot to head, to help balance and align all the relationships in the body so that we're in relationship with gravity. The sessions are scheduled typically a week apart. We don't want them to be any closer than 3 days, but no farther than 10 days, to be able to take advantage of each of the sessions as they're going through and not lose ground. Structural integration is a very therapeutic technique to be able to get the pain relief, but also athletic performance and everyday life, to feel comfortable and good to do those things that we love to do. So Craig is an athlete that works out at a local CrossFit, that his coach came to us and said, "Hey, I've got a project for you." And he was a project. There's a lot of things with the CrossFit sport, different range of motion and lifts that can be very difficult. And if we don't have correct position and posture, they potentially could be injured. And Craig is very dedicated and wants to get better and better. So we started working with him. And some of the main things that were difficult for Craig is to get into a complete full squat where the hip crease is below the knee, extension in his back, especially for any kind of overhead movements that are happening with that range of motion. So definitely tight through the shoulders, through the upper back and hips, having a difficult time making those range of motion efforts.
Hi, I'm Craig Russell, current member here at West Haven CrossFit. I'm 36 years old, I got a family of 4, 2 children and a beautiful wife. I've spent countless hours working on mobility here at the gym after the classes. Kind of hit a plateau where it didn't seem like anything was getting any better. And talking to my coach Dave, he mentioned Structura, suggested that I give it a try. And I thought, I have really nothing to lose, so I'm getting ready to start their 10-week program, and got my fingers crossed and looking forward to having better mobility.
At the beginning of structural integration sessions, we like to do a postural mapping or analysis of their posture and their position. Basically where we're looking at all the major load joints of the body, the ankle, the knee, the hip, the shoulder, the head, and making sure that they're aligned vertically as well as horizontally. And with Craig, there were a few things that were going on that really stand out. Obviously, as we look at shoulders, one shoulder's higher than the other. There's a lot of rounding that's taking place in the shoulders as he's moving off to one side, his head, as you notice with the pictures as we're looking at him and doing his analysis. But we also like to take them through a few different range of motion. And every session that we're doing, there'll be specific areas that we'll be working within the structure of the 10 sessions, where we'll have them do range of motion, where they're bringing their arms up over their head, or they're doing knee bends, or rolling over to touch their toes, to help the client feel what is moving and what isn't moving. And each session is designed specifically to work different areas, and those range of motions are different for each location. But there's an important before and after experience that we're looking for, so that you notice the difference and that you can feel what is happening and the changes that are going session by session as we're going through. Obviously, by the end of the 10 sessions, we want to have all the pain gone and have the full range of motion. So in Craig's session, as we're working through the rib cage and the chest, commonly there'll be so much tension and tightness through the chest band that it causes a lot of restrictions and makes it difficult for the shoulder to move properly. So with Craig, we needed to get through the attachments of the rib cage and open that up, and it was tight. And lots of tension through there, but all the way up through his shoulder, his rotator cuff, his chest, a lot of tension. And as we see with the session as it goes, that there's a big difference one side to the other as we're working in those areas of tension. Often with structural integration, and we're getting in and working the muscles, and with Craig, as we're working with his calf, definitely some tension and soreness, and there are moments of discomfort as we're working through there. It's been so many years of tension and patterns that are built up, but as we work through and staying within the level of comfort of the client, we're able to work through to release that muscle to be able to improve that range of motion and get the pain out. You know, the clients come to us painful, and we help them get pain empty and increase that range of motion.
Starting out, you know, it took a couple weeks till I really started noticing any differences. About the third week is the first time that I hit my first PR when we did this. My overhead squat, when I first started, I mean, I had trouble overhead squatting a PVC pipe. The third week into doing Structura, I started out with a WOD that required us to do 15 overhead squats at 95 pounds, along with a run in between. And it was 5 rounds of that. And for the first time, I was able to finish it all.
This is where I get real excited as we're viewing the front to back relationship compared to his before pictures. As we look at the vertical line, the gravity line going from his ankle, it's going up almost dead through his knee, through his hip, shoulder, and just his head and rib cages open up so nicely to come back and be in that vertical line, which has improved his range of motion and position with those shoulders. But just great changes in the front to back, very exciting. Structura Body Therapies is here to help a wide range of people, from the young to the old, and the athlete to the everyday person. And we are here to help inspire individuals to live healthier, balanced, pain-free lives through integrated body therapies that get results, that create that pain-free experience so that you can go and do what you love to do.